YouTube, how the heck you doing? I'm doing great and I hope you are too. Another cloudy day, but that's okay. I wanted to come inside and give you a little review unboxing of this little guy. Just got it yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to do an unboxing or anything for you guys. So we're going to do it right now. This is the new OnePlus 7 Pro from our good guys at OnePlus, obviously. And we're just going to break into this little guy and just to see exactly what we have here. So just do a quick cutting of the plastic, get this guy open, and hopefully we'll stay in focus as we get this undone. Slide this little guy off the top here. It seems to be holding a carton together, just a little banner thing. And then slowly we unveil the hidden product inside. It's your typical white and red branding that they typically do on their phones. There's inside. Got the front box here. Let's go ahead, put the phone down for a second, and we'll just see what we have inside the box here. They provide a nice clear cover that I enjoy having. I usually get a cover anyway for it, so that didn't bother me at all that they provide one for free now. So we got that there, and then inside this little packet here, let's see if we can open it up. We got the SIM key, so we can pop out our SIM cards. It's a dual slot SIM phone, so we can do two networks at the same time, or without having to swap the card out, basically. We got the sticker for Never Settle by OnePlus. Got their little pamphlet and safety information. So we'll put that aside for now. Put the SIM card key back in there. And we're ready to go see how the phone is. If we can get out of here, I have to flip it. And still putting the phone to the side here. We'll get to it in a second. We got in the box here, we got their warp speed cable, and underneath this guy here we have the new warp speed adapter plug. Now it's a little bit bigger than the previous one. I'm not sure if it has more amperage or anything, but it still has the warp speed as far as being able to charge up your phone a lot quicker than previous phones could. So we have that, and then here we have the new phone. We'll Never Settle on it. Take the wrapping off. It's a nice 6.67 fluid AMOLED screen that they came out with. And you may notice there's nothing distracting or anything on it, including the little chin where the camera and everything would be, because the camera now is located in a little pop-up section, which I'll cover in my review. But today I was just going to do a quick unboxing, little showing of the product for you. Let's take off this little sticker on the back here so we can get a nice view of this back. This is the Nebula Blue. Let's see if I can get a nice, there we go. As we rotate it, you can see kind of has like a dark to light blue look to it. Very nice. It's supposedly glass, but it feels almost like a plastic. It should be a Gorilla Glass on the front and back. And down below here we have your SIM card port. Like I said, it's a dual SIM card. You have your USB-C charging port, and then you have your microphone and speaker at the bottom. But you do also have dual speakers at the top of the screen and at the bottom of the screen, so you get stereo speakers now on this little guy. And then if we look on the back side here, we have three cameras. They've added three cameras to this guy. You have your main camera, which is 48 megapixels, so that has an aperture of 1.6. That will give you some nice bright color shots and everything in daylight and low light. They also have a zoom lens on there, which is 3 times optical. That's sitting at 8 megapixel, but that's still going to give you a very nice picture and everything. And that's running at an aperture of 2.4, so it has a little less light gathering resource there. And then finally, but not last but least, is the ultra wide lens, which is a 16 megapixel with a 2.2 aperture on that. So all over. That's a good array of 3 lenses and 3 cameras that you can be using to get out there and do your shooting and camera. But let me just look at this. I'm going to get my fingerprint off the screen there a little bit. Like I said, I'll be using this little plastic cover on the back to protect it, but for right now I just wanted to show you that it's got a nice look and feel to it. It's a little bit taller and I believe wider than the previous one I have, which is this guy here. It's the OnePlus 6. So let me see just how it stacks up. Let me take it out of its case actually so we can get a better feel of nakedness between the 2 cameras, or 2 phones here. Clean up the lens a little. Close that. So it is a little bit taller, as you can see. It's got a little bit taller to it, about the same thickness, maybe a little bit thicker. Not too much as too dramatic. And then obviously on the previous one you had the 2 cameras with the fingerprint sensor on the back, and then on this one you have the 3 cameras with the LED light and no fingerprint sensor. And to enable the Face ID on this guy you would have to use the pop-up camera, which kind of has a quick return. I believe it's like half a second or so that it comes up, and I'll review that later on. But it also has an integrated fingerprint sensor in the screen itself, so we'll be reviewing that. As far as how well it responds to your fingerprint sensor, I believe they updated that also from the previous one that they had on here on the back. As I was waiting for this guy to come in, I noticed in their specs that it shows a 90 Hertz refresh rate on this, which is not typical in your average phones. Typically it's like 60 or so. And I came across this little guy, which is a ROG gaming smartphone. Now this guy has 8 megabits. Now this guy has 8 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and SimLock, and it has the Qualcomm Snapdragon of the 845. Now the new smartphone from OnePlus, the 7 Pro, has a 6, 8, and 12 gigabyte RAM selection that you can provide, and either a 128 or 256 gigabyte storage. So it has a little bit more storage than you can get on this one. The RAM, you can really go all out on that with the 12 gigabytes. And it also has the 855 Qualcomm Snapdragon processor inside. So it has a beat pretty much as far as processing and speed of the machine. It does have a little more storage in this one. But if you look down here at the bottom, the low price here is $1,099. This guy starts out at $669. So it's a great deal for a great machine as far as what you want to do, gaming, viewing, or anything. It does have variable speed refresh rate. I believe when you're doing other things such as just browsing, it will cycle down to 60 Hertz, saving you battery life and everything. But overall, this is a great looking phone. I'm going to enjoy its replacement. This guy will be going away. It was the Mirror Black OnePlus 6. I didn't do the 6T. I typically don't do the incremental ones. So this guy will be going out and being replaced by this new guy here. I'm going to be setting this up later on and then playing with it the rest of the week or so, and then bring you a updated review of that. So I hope you enjoyed this little unboxing. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Have a good one.